Hey dudes! So this is gonna be a darker video than the other three, basically. Yeah, so I know there's not much to go off, but this won't be a normal thing. I'm gonna try and keep it pretty light. It might be longer as well, because there's just a lot more to say, but I wanted to vent about it and also help people that may be in the same situation as me, or people that know someone in the same situation, help some of my friends maybe go like, oh, okay, even though I have no idea what I fucking want to hear. Um, but yeah, if you know someone in the same boat, this may help. So, first thing I want to address, and you're going to hear this so many times, you're going to be sick of hearing it. Everyone is going to do it differently. Everyone is going to have different opinions on what you should do and what you shouldn't do. I, for one, I'm not a crier. Like, I don't cry. Like, you're not going to see me cry in this. Like, it's not a thing. Um, yeah, I just hate crying in front of people. It's one of my biggest, like, I don't know if it's a drawback or if it's just like a personality thing, or I have like a weird, like, idea of looking weak affects me, which could be a thing, but you know, this is kind of about me, but you know, not really. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not much of a crier, and I had quite a few family members say to me, it's weird that you haven't cried, like, I don't think you're dealing with it. And I was like, I am dealing with it, I'm just doing it in my own way. Like, yeah, so I didn't really get the stages of grief. I didn't get angry about it. I felt guilty. I didn't deny it. I definitely felt guilty. I still feel guilty every now and again. Guilty. Every now and again. Like, cause my brother, when he passed away at the beginning of the year, he was underage, so if I go out drinking, I feel guilty. He never had a girlfriend, so sometimes when I hang out with my boyfriend, I feel guilty. Big family events, I feel like he's missing out, and like I'm there and he's missing it, kind of thing. Just weird stuff like that, really weird stuff, makes me go, oh, he's never going to experience that. But you know, there's not a lot I can do about that. But yeah, I feel guilty about it, and also, he had a path, he had a plan of what he wanted to do, when he left school and that, and then I had left school, and I had no idea what I was doing, no idea. I still don't really. I still don't. Let's be real. Yeah, but he was gonna go and be a vet, which is like a really, really cool like thing to want to do, and he believed he could get the marks and that, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Even in the like perspective of he knew he wanted to get married and have kids. He knew he wanted to get married and have kids, but I go back and forth on that. And when he was around, I could just be like, okay, cool, I'll be the cool aunt. I can take his kids to the park and stuff. But now that safety blanket, I guess, is kind of gone, it's made me kind of really have to go like, what do I want to do? And yeah, I feel guilty about that. Like the idea that he had a path and I didn't, which I feel is normal. So if you're the person that's lost someone, and you have people come over to you and they start rambling or they say something wrong, understand they have no idea what to say to you. They have absolutely no idea where to start, how to comfort you, what will make you feel better. And honestly, nothing really will. Like, in death it's different, because if you have, say if your loved one that passed away, say they didn't pass away and they just went on a really long trip, you'd have someone close to you that can be all like, yeah, they'll be fine. I had a friend that went there and they said this, and it was all really great. They were safe. They loved the people they stayed at. They should go visit this place, this place, this place. But in death, like, we have no idea what the go is, like, what's gonna happen. You can go all religious and be like, you know, he's with the angels and stuff, but like, not everyone is religious, so they're not gonna be like, oh, thanks. I'm like, you know, you're just gonna be, it's very case specific. Yeah, which is scary, definitely, which is scary. So just be mindful of that. Like, if anyone says anything rude, try not to take it to heart. Just go, okay. And same if it's the other way around. If you're the one trying to comfort someone and they get angry at you or they lash out just because of something you said, just understand they obviously didn't need to hear that, but you aren't meant to know that. So try not to get angry with them again, because then it's just a cycle of anger. And if the person that's lost someone says something to you, it might not always be attributed to the death of that person. If you're having a general conversation and you say something out of line and then they lash out, that's not going to be attached to the death of that person. Like, don't make other things they're feeling belittled because they lost someone. Like, don't devalue their feelings or make it so it's just attached to their grief, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. To me, that makes sense. If you're the person that's lost someone, don't bring it up all the time, because the fact is there will come a point where people just don't want to hear about it. That's it. Or if you bring it up, they'll try and change the subject really, really quickly. And that's fine. Like, you can't expect people to want to talk about it all the time. It's like anything. It's like if your friend goes through a breakup and every time you see them that's all they talk about, you're not going to want to hang out with that person just because people don't like to be bummed out, basically. And that's just something you've got to, like, kind of move around, and, like, that's why you've got to really work on it yourself and find things that make you feel better. Like, some positives that have come out of it, it's made me move, like, a lot quicker in a lot of things. Like, because of it, I got my first tattoo. I started doing this, which, like, I wouldn't have done, if he was still alive. I worked out I wanted to go into psychology for uni. That was never on my radar, but, like, watching everyone react kind of helped. And then also just, like, having people around me that have different issues in their minds really, really interests me, so that got me into it. But then also how people deal with loss and grief and stuff, yeah, it really, really made me decide that I wanted to do it. So yeah, I wouldn't have had that path otherwise. So I don't think, yeah. And I've become confident with it too, because, like, it's not like, oh, life is short thing. It's like, I just don't care anymore. Like, I've already been screwed around enough to just go, I don't care. Like, yeah, I don't care. Like, if I don't like you, I'm not going to talk to you, kind of thing. And if I like you, I'm going to put in effort. That I think is really weird that we do. Really weird. Like, it baffles me that we are meant to do that. Like, when a family member dies, you're meant to have the grief period, and then you're supposed to, like, get back to normal. And they say, like, as normal as you can be. But I think it's the weirdest thing ever that that's, like, a universal thing that we're just meant to keep going. Like, it's expected of us to keep going. And if someone completely crushes and burns, like, it's a big, like, oh, I can't believe they did that, blah, blah, blah. Like, it must have really gotten, like, it gets to everyone, but everyone is just in this notion that we have to keep going, which is nuts. And some people, like, I get it, some people, like, stay busy so they don't think about it, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, if you would have a complete meltdown, that's fine. Just make sure you can afford it, I guess, or else, you'll be homeless. Yeah. Rough. And obviously, if you have a friend or something that isn't handling it very well, obviously talk to them about it and see what they want to do, because it might just be a grief thing. Or there's counselors and stuff. Like, take advantage of the counseling, because, like, just talking about it would help. Like, this is the most counseling I have had. This is the most I've talked about it without someone going, oh, what about this? Or, oh my god, are you okay? Like, people always try, like, interject, I guess. Because it's just another one of those things. People don't want to be bummed out, or they don't want to have to deal with, me being a complete mess. It's made me realize how strong I am as a person. Like, I went to the site of the accident the day after, which my parents couldn't do. My mum still hasn't been up there, but I went the day after, and there was, like, a bunch of people there, and they were all crying. I didn't cry there, even. So yeah, it's made me realize how strong I am, and I think that's helped me too, like, confidence wise. What else? And the tattoo, I went and got that by myself, which is, pretty hardcore. first ever tattoo I got alone. It's motivated me to feel like I need to do better. I need to do more. I need to make sure I leave something behind for us. I guess. Not for us, for me. But it's for him too, because like he can't do anything else, so I feel like I need to do something. You know? So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna try and do something. And I guess that's the best advice I can give to anyone in this situation, is just try to do something. Like, you know, make yourself happy again. And then they'll be happy too, because you're happy. I hope. If they have any idea what's going on. Oh, that's a bit dark. Whoops. You're gonna dwell on dark stuff like I did. Like I still do. But yeah, you're gonna do that. Just let it happen. Just don't, you know, freak out about it, I guess, as a whole. And if this is to happen to you, if someone you love dies, maybe hold off on hormonal like contraception for a while, because like it'll fuck you up, fam. Like you'll be a complete wreck. Yeah. Like I've had panic attacks because of it. But like it's up to you, but I'm just saying like you won't be happy as a whole. It'll take a while. If it looks like I'm leaning to the side, I slept on my neck weird. Just letting you know. If you're going to the funeral or a wake or wherever you can go, at the wake, try and get smashed if that's the thing. Because I know like when I went to the wake, that was like my main goal, was just to like, you know, ease off a little bit, and then, you know, and the funeral, make sure that to make yourself feel better and to give you the confidence to get through it, make sure you feel like you look pretty, so that you're confident, so you can get through the day and know that you look fine, like that you look like you put in effort, and you that would make you feel confident, so you can be like, I can get through this kind of thing. Don't throw out everything they own, but then also don't turn your house into a shrine, because my parents tried to do that. My dad wanted a photo of him everywhere, like everywhere, and you know, me and my mother had to try and like ease him off that, and then he wanted to move out, so there's gonna be phases, and you're just gonna have to like kind of like sit through the phase. It's like life, like ups and downs. Like with grief, it's the same thing. Like shit's gonna happen, then shit's gonna be fine, and like stuff's gonna happen, then you're gonna be like, ah, but you know, then you'll be fine, like ish, you know, you do your best. Yeah, I saw it was Steve Irwin Day recently, and Bindi Irwin did an interview. Well, I think they all did an interview, I don't know, but Bindi Irwin was there, and what she said about like her dad passing away is, she said it really like gooeyly, like a part of your heart goes missing, which I guess in a way, but like a part of you disappears, and you kind of just have to get into the mindset that you're not going to get that back. Like over time that'll happen. Like you'll just be like, okay, this is my new reality. That human can't fill that space anymore. It would have been his formal tomorrow. I'm going to go see his friends, so that'll be a lot to deal with. But, you know, there's milestones like that often, like, and you just kind of have to get through it and go, I'm experiencing it, so that's got to be enough, kind of thing. Yeah. So, in closing, just do something. Make sure you do something. And just be there for people. And put in effort. And find something that makes you feel close to them. That's about it. If you feel guilty, I hope for your sake and my sake that will pass. Okay. So that's it, dudes. Thanks for watching. The next one will be lighter, promise. Love you guys. Okay. Bye. Bye. Groovy. Groovy. Cool. Bye.